Well, hello again. It's great to be back with you for another virtual assembly. I can't believe it's almost the end of term. I hope you guys are doing well and things are looking good for your summer. I know it's tough right now, and I'm sure you're having as best a time as you can. And can I encourage you to make the most of every opportunity you have at the moment to make it special and make it important. Now, we promised you some assemblies, and this is our last one in the series before the summer holidays. And this time, we've got someone telling you a story that shows about how Jesus wants to look after everyone, how actually all of us are important, and we all need to look out for and care for others too. So sit back and enjoy this story.
A little girl and a poor frail lady. This is the story of Jairus' daughter from Luke chapter 8. There was once a little girl who didn't get out of bed one morning, or the next, or the next. In fact, she didn't get out of bed for a whole month. She was very sick, and no one knew how to make her better. Jairus was her daddy, and he loved her. One day, he was sitting by her bed, holding her hand, wishing there was something he could do. "I know," he said. He jumped to his feet, put on his coat, kissed his daughter, and ran through the house, past the servants, out of the house, through the gates, along the road, into the town, and in through the temple. He fought his way through all the people until at last he found who he was looking for. "Jesus," he said, falling at Jesus' feet. "My daughter," he pleaded, "please." But he didn't need to beg, because before he'd even finished speaking, Jesus reached out his hand and helped him up. "I'll come at once," Jesus said. Jairus' eyes filled with tears. Jesus was coming. It would be all right. In those days, of course, they didn't have ambulances, so they had to go by foot. Jesus' helpers knew that he would heal the sick girl, but they must hurry. If Jesus didn't get there soon, it would be too late. The disciples ran ahead, forcing back the crowd. Suddenly, Jesus stopped. His friends looked back. What was he doing? "Who touched me?" Jesus asked, because he felt power go out of him. "Me," said a frail lady, looking down at the ground because she was ashamed. The poor lady had been sick for 12 years, and she had to get well. She knew if she only touched Jesus' coat, she would be healed. So she touched his coat, and instantly she was well. "We don't have time," Jesus' friend said. But Jesus always had time. He reached out his hands and gently lifted her head. He looked into her eyes and smiled. "You believed," he said, wiping a tear from her eye. "And now you are well." Just then, Jairus' servant rushed up to Jairus. "It's too late," he said breathlessly. "Your daughter is dead." Jesus turned to Jairus. "It's not too late," Jesus said. "Trust me." At Jairus' house, everyone was crying, but Jesus said, "I'm going to wake her up." Everyone laughed at him because they knew she was dead. Jesus walked into the little girl's bedroom, and there, lying in the corner in the shadows, was the still little figure. Jesus sat on the bed and took her pale hand. "It's time to get up," he said to her, and he reached down into death and gently brought the little girl back to life. The little girl woke up, rubbed her eyes as if she had just had a good night's sleep, and leapt out of bed. Jesus threw open the shutters, and sunlight flooded the dark room. "Hungry?" Jesus asked. She nodded. Jesus called to her family. "Bring this little girl some breakfast."
So there we have it. Jesus helped and healed many people like this. He made the blind people see, he made deaf people hear, and he made lame people walk. Jesus was making the things that were sad, he was making them better. He was mending God's broken world. And we all can be a part of that too. When we see something that makes us sad or makes somebody else sad, we can look to try and mend and fix and help in the best way that we can. We're going to pray now as a way of finishing our assembly. So if you're ready, close your eyes and I'll say a prayer. Dear God, thank you that you sent us Jesus, who showed us how we can mend this broken world. Help us to remember that we all can do something to help other people, and to remember the life of Jesus, who really did care about everyone. Amen. Well, I hope you have a fantastic summer, and we'll see you again really soon in the autumn term. Take care. Bye.